The second exercise this week is will ask you to take input from the user. As before, to do programming, I want to open the command prompt. In general, you'll be able to find it under All Programs and Accessories. There will be a command prompt here. If you right-click on there, you can see that you can, in this case, you can pin it to the taskbar, pin it to the Start menu, which I have already done, so right now I can unpin it, or just open it from here. Alright, so if you remember, the last file that I was working in was in a folder directly under C, so I want to change directory, C:\/ CPSC231 is where I was doing my work. So if I list the directory, a directory listing, you'll see hello.py, and I can run it, okay, from last time. Alright, I want to be able to edit this, and one way I can do that is by opening it in Notepad++, is the editor that I've been working with. Alright, so if I open Notepad++, since it is the last file that I was working with, hello, no, I don't want to update, so it will open it up automatically. And of course you can also just use the file, open a file, if you don't get it up directly, and then basically browse to your local disk, the folder that you're working in, and in this case hello.py, which I already have open. Alright, so I want to take input from the user, and so instead of doing a printing to the console, I want to take inputs. And generally it's a good idea to tell the user what input you're looking for. So for example, enter your name. So I'm going to save this. Control S is a quick way to save. Alt Tab. Then I can go to my command prompts. Up arrow key gives me python.hello, the last command I executed. And it's executed that first line of code, the input statement, and it's going to sit there and wait until it actually receives input. So it's not going to go to the second line of code and execute it until this one is done. So it's waiting for input. I will give it some input, my name, and then hello world and hello again. Alright, now in this case I just take the input and don't really do anything with it. If I actually want to save that input and be able to do stuff with it, I have to put it in what is called a variable. So I want to say name is equal to, and this here variable will now contain the information, whatever was entered by the user, and I can show that by just printing it afterwards. So I can say print name. So notice there's no parentheses around these. This is, and notice that it even changes because this makes it a string and it will just print the string name. If I just use name without the parentheses, it's the variable name and it's going to print whatever is stored in that variable. Okay, so whatever I entered. Okay, so Control S to save, Alt Tab to go to my command prompt, and an up arrow key to go to my previous command. I will enter my name again, and it will echo the name. Now usually I don't want to just echo the name, I want to do something with that name, so I can just say hello. So I'm going to print the string hello and then whatever is stored in the variable name, and let's get rid of these other two print statements. Save this and run the program. And hello Natalie is what is returned to me. So this is a very basic example on how to take input from the user and do something with that input.